caffeine and athletic performance. It's one of my favorite topics, both as a personal trainer and a nutrition coach, just because I almost always have a cup of coffee in my hand. I absolutely love it, and I need it all the time, whether I'm coaching, whether I'm training, really whatever I need to do, I need a cup of coffee for it. So I was just going to cover that and just kind of go over the different kinds of caffeine that's available, just because there are so many different types available on the market right now, both for athletes and just people in general. For adults in general, 400 milligrams of caffeine is one of the safer upper tolerance limits. So you want to be careful about that. Sometimes I usually go over, but it just kind of depends on your body, your tolerance to caffeine, and if you have anxiety, stress, all kinds of different factors can play into it. I know caffeine does have an effect on worsening anxiety. If you are someone that suffers from anxiety, you might want to dial back on the caffeine a little bit. There's caffeine in so many different drinks that it's kind of hard to even see sometimes when you are drinking caffeine. Like soda, for example, there's caffeine in that. Green tea has upwards of 50 milligrams of caffeine for every 8-ounce drink. Coffee has pretty much double that for every cup. And then there's also energy drinks that you guys can get. My personal favorite energy drink is Celsius, more of a natural ingredient based energy drink. So that's why I choose it, and I also recommend it to my clients. They have a bunch of different products. They have their regular one that has 200 milligrams of caffeine. They have a larger version that has 300, and they also have little powder to go sticks that are perfect to put in water bottles. That one's my personal favorite one. I use it on a daily basis when I don't really want coffee, or if I'm coaching classes late at night. That's kind of my go-to option as far as Celsius goes. There's also Bang, not one of my favorites, but it's very popular for athletes because it does have BCAAs as well as upwards of 300 milligrams of caffeine. So definitely a good pre-workout drink if you're not prioritizing what ingredients are in it. Red Bull is also not the best for you, but that one has a little bit over 100 milligrams of caffeine per serving. So lots of options to get caffeine. As far as powder pre-workout goes, there's a bunch of different ones on the market. The biggest ingredient that I look for to not be in my pre-workout is sucralose. I believe this one does. Sucralose is just another form of sugar. That's not the best thing for you just because it's a chemically made, like lab made version of sugar. So it's not the best. I try to stray away from it. I try to avoid getting it for my clients. I was on a bone marrow nutrition kick, so I did want to try this one out. They do have a lot of really good stuff in here. They have Citrapeak, citrulline, phytophenols, alpha GPC, all kinds of different stuff that helps you rebuild muscle and gives you some energy. And it also has 250 milligrams of caffeine for 2 scoops. Yeah, I believe that's correct. So I have the orange version. I also have watermelon. I haven't used it in a really long time. I've switched to Celsius, kind of like I've mentioned before. I usually have a coffee in the morning and a Celsius in the evening, especially if I'm coaching at night, because the Celsius doesn't make me jittery like coffee does. And as far as Bang goes, it's not my favorites. I mentioned it just because it's very popular, especially with athletes or avid gym goers. There is 0 sugar, but I believe there is sucralose in it. A hell of a lot of chemicals, so it's not the best thing for you. There are some other options as well out on the market. I just picked these up at Target the other day. They're the mini Cliff bars from their coffee collection. There's supposed to be 1 shot of espresso in each bar. These ones have been pretty good so far. As far as getting a caffeine kick from them, I don't really get one, but it is a nice little snack to have. It tastes like coffee if you don't want to drink a whole one. I know right now Verb bars are really popular in the market, and they have about 90 milligrams of caffeine in each bar. I haven't tried them personally, but I've heard a lot of really good things about them. So that's always another option for you guys to try if you're interested. Just some takeaways from this video, just as a general blanket statement, you should try to be getting less than 400 milligrams on an average day if you're a healthy adult. If you're a little anxiety prone or a little bit stressed out, try to dial it back just a bit. And for athletes, you want to try to aim to get 4 milligrams per kilogram of body weight. You can put your body weight in Google, in your pounds, convert it to kilograms, and times that by 4 to get how many milligrams you want to have. Probably about 30 to 45 minutes before you train, just so you can get a little bit of extra energy if that's something that you're looking for. So I hope this helps you guys. If you guys have any comments or questions, feel free to comment them below or shoot me a message. Feel free to give me a follow on Instagram as well. It's Coach by Teresa, and I'll see you guys soon.